Hi Tigers, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. And in today's video I am going to be teaching you some preppy building tips in Adopt Me. So I'm really excited to get onto this because, as you guys know, the ambience editor is out. Well, obviously the ambience editor has been out for a while, but you can now have extra presets and you can save presets into the second page. So before we get on to that, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel and comment down your Roblox username if you want to enter my giveaways. I think that Adopt Me's building has come so far since 2020, and there's so many more detailed things we can now add into our houses. So I'm excited to show you some new tips. Well, they're kind of new tips, but they're actually kind of using the new furniture as well. So let's go along to the plain house where I'm going to be telling you guys some of my tips. So special credits to Roxy for getting me this house. I think it's her plain house. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and start decorating. I think I'm going to do one of these walls for now, if that is okay with her, of course. So let's have a look. This is my first time using the building, the new building thing, but I've been building for a while. However, I just haven't used the new layout yet. So let's go ahead and start off with finding our wall panels, which we're going to be using to colour our walls. So let's go ahead and do that first. I think everyone will be leaving this house in a minute, guys. Okay, let's colour them pink. Also make sure you put it into the wall, guys. That's my first tip. Your house is going to be very small and it's not going to look very professional if you don't put your walls into the wall. So by the way, how to do this is you can use the tool that is called Advanced Move, or you can use the little arrow that you have, which is also a new feature on the items when you place them. The one at the bottom like that helps you move them in and out of things. But otherwise you can just use the Advanced Move tool, which is personally what I've been using. And then once you've placed a few of these Queenslander borders, just like this, I'm going to place 3. By the way, it's easier to clone the items, so then you don't have to it's just easier to move them if you clone them, basically. And then the select tool you can use to select multiple things at once and then clone them, like I've just done there. As you can see, it makes bordering the walls so much quicker and easier. And then I'm going to be using the ice pillar at the sides here as a little border to my wall. I'm just going to resize it a bit and then sink it into the wall and into the side. It just makes it look a lot more neat and tidy. And I'm going to colour that a brighter pink colour. So let's go ahead and clone this so we can have one for the other side as well. Okay, so now this has brought some brightness to my wall, I'm going to start adding some accessories. But I do want to add a few more details as well. So I think I'm going to start by searching up a rug, and let's do checkered. Okay, yeah, let's do checkered. So I'm just going to quickly recolor it. And then once we've done that, I might rotate it. You can sink it in or leave it just on top. Either way, it looks good. So I think I might clone it as well to have another one. And then now I've cloned it, we have got quite a lot of detail on my wall. I know there's a gap at the side, but I'm going to be putting something else there, which is one of these cute botanical flowers. So just a little tip with these, you can't sink them into anything because the back of the flower, aka the stand, because it's meant to be a table if you guys didn't know, actually will stick out of it. But if you put it in a wall, then it's fine because no one's going to see the other side of the wall unless they glitch outside your house. So for the lights, I'm going to be using the new double LED hexagon lights. Well, this isn't the hexagon one, this is just the 2-shaped one. And you can use this to make lots of different shapes, or you can just make a pattern out of them, and it really can add some cute personality or dimension to your walls. And I really like how they light up. So I'm just going to get like a cute pink. Let me try and get it a bit lighter than that. Yeah, that's okay for now. I'm just going to clone it, and then I'm going to rotate it or use the advanced move to move it around a bit. The only thing hard about this is when you use the advanced move for these, it's not like up and down, left and right, it's diagonal depending on the way that you place the item. If you placed it the right way around, then it won't be like, you know, that weird like ways in advanced move. But I'm just going to move it down like this, clone it again, move it up, and then I'm going to rotate it. Oh no, I didn't mean to press that one, the rotate. And then once I rotated it, I'm going to move it back like this. And then tigers, as you guys can see, if you add 3 more on the other side, then you'll be able to make a star, and then you can resize it, which is really, really cute. I really like this idea with the star. It's really adorable in my opinion. And there's also a hexagon one there as well, as you guys could see. So I think I'm going to put one of the new wall storages right here. It just looks really cute and sleek. I'm going to colour it the same colour scheme, which is white and pink, if you guys didn't already notice. And then just looking down here, I'm just going to place some space sparkles. Now, these are quite expensive, so only buy these, like, if you really want to, because obviously, you know, they're really expensive in Adopt Me. But like, if you want them, then you can buy them. So now we're going to get a table to go in front of our wall. I think I'm going to go for this retro aquatic table. I've always liked this table. So let's just quickly recolor it. I'm going to do like some of the underwater bits, like different colours, not just pink and white, obviously, because we want a little bit of variation in our colours. So let's go ahead and do that. And then once we've done that, we'll be able to go on to the next thing. So I really like how that's turned out so far. So now we're going to go ahead and grab a archway or some picture frames for our walls. Oh, some lights. Yes, let's do that. I really like these lights, however, they are really bright. So if you don't want your house to be that bright, I would recommend maybe using a different light. But yeah, I've coloured them pink. I think this is really, really cute. I'm going to clone a couple of them. You probably don't need 3, but I'm just going to do 3 for this house. Because I'm just trying to show you guys some basic tips. But if you were making an actual preppy house, I would recommend using more different colours, so it's a bit more of a variation than just 2 colours like white and pink. And I would also recommend using more random accessories scattered around, such as wheels, mirrors, stars, hearts, lights, stuff like that, guys. So this is just a new tip, which I'm going to be doing the balloon arch seat for your pet. So this is a tip that I just made up myself, and it's basically a cute little pet display or just seat for anyone in your house. So what you need to do is grab a archway, colour it any colours you like, and I use the balloon archway because I just think it looks better for this tip. And then you just need to search up chair or seat, and I personally like to use the mermaid chair. Obviously you can do this with any chairs, but certain ones will look better than others. As you can see, this one fits in the archway pretty well if you just resize it a bit. Then I'm going to recolour it. And then as we can see here, once it's recolored, this is a really cute seat for you or one of your pets. And you can also grab a pet display and stick it on. I do not have enough budget right now though, so I'm just going to leave it like that so I can show you guys some more tips. So the next one is using the new foam board. As you can see, this actually looks like chocolate. This is literally a chocolate bar. If your chocolate bars look like this where you are, then you'll know what I mean. But yeah, a lot of chocolate bars look like this, and obviously you can colour it cream like this. It kind of looks like white chocolate, which I think is really cool, and it's yummy, of course. So that was just a little tip if you're planning on making a candy themed house or something. And then you can also fit some little storage containers underneath the chocolate, which I think is a really cute idea. You could store some different sweets on here. If you've got the sweet bowl from the Halloween 2019, which is like not many people have it, but just a tip, if you do have it, you could put it like in one of your shelves if you're making a candy themed house. And I'm also going to put a neon sign up here just because neon signs are like a staple of a preppy house. So then what you could do is add some little gaming collections on some little shelves. However, I'm not really sure that's going to look good on top of the chocolate, so we might delete that. And then, yeah, I really am liking how this house is turning out so far. Obviously, it's a little bit of a mismatch because I'm showing you different random tips, but I like how all of the different like tips are coming together to create one home. So I'm just going to go and finish off with some nature's plants because as you guys know, a lot of houses look better with plants. I don't see many preppy houses without some sort of planting. So I've gone for a different plant, which is the space tree. Now this has kind of got like a mirrored effect on it, which I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of, but there's a lot of other plants you can choose from instead. So just a little tip, if you're making preppy houses, make sure you use like plants, trees, stuff like that, and random like accessories, random things like this ironing board. the ironing board here, like, this is what I mean by just adding random stuff. Just like add an ironing board in and colour it the same colour scheme, and it will help your preppy house look more detailed. But I'm going to add a food bowl instead because that is a good grinding task. So I really hope you found these tips helpful, Tigers. And remember, if the lights are too bright for you, you can just use some different lights. And I'm also going to be thinking of some more tips to show you guys in the future. So let me know if you want me to do another video like this. And I really hope you found these tips helpful. You don't need to use any credits because a lot of them I've just learned from elsewhere. However, like the balloon seat one, I did make up myself, but you don't have to use credits, guys. It's totally fine. Anyone could have thought of that idea. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, Tigers. And remember to enter my giveaway if you want to and you haven't already. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, Tigers.